Christine from Pack Hacker. In this video, we're taking a look at the Away Topside Carry-On, which I took on a trip to Florida. Let's dive in. So the Away Topside Carry-On is hardside luggage, but it is different in that it opens from the top with like a lid, which I'll show you when we get to the main compartment, instead of splitting in half like most hardside luggage. So the polycarbonate is very stiff and durable. It's definitely on the thicker side than some other brands we've tested. And I have to say, like, it has a few scuffs, but otherwise it's holding up really well. And I took this on a flight, a Delta flight to and from Florida, and in an Uber and in my own car and all this. It's been thrown around everywhere, and it really has like nary a there's hardly anything to comment on. It does come with one of those magic erasers, so you can clean it up if you want to, but I didn't really feel the need at this point because there was so little going on here. I think the texture and then the design definitely helps you notice it more, I think, when we have smoother material than when it's textured like this, and I do like the texture. We have multiple carry handles on it. There's one on top and one on the side, and they like extend and retract. But what's also nice is there's this like built-in one on the bottom. So if you're lifting it up and down from, like, I kept this on the desk in the hotel room, and so picking it up and putting it down was a lot easier because of that. But it was basically pretty easy to pull out of the overhead bin. Speaking of which, it is like, I want to say a ½ inch out of compliance with Delta, but I had no issues getting it on the plane or fitting it in the overhead bin. They had us stand it that way and it fit just fine. I had no issues getting it up or down, and nobody asked me to, check its size or look sideways at it. If you are flying with a stricter airline, you'll want to make sure that it fits, but like one of the strictest ones in the US that I know is Frontier, and it does meet the requirements for Frontier because they're a little larger. So you're probably okay, but just make sure to check if you're flying on one of those airlines that's going to make you slide it in the sizer, excuse me. The telescoping handle has a button here on the top, and it extends out 2 different adjustment points. It slides really well, and it basically like just falls into place whether or not you have gear in there. It also comes with a nice leather luggage tag, which you can attach to either one of the handles. It's a little stiff to move, but that also means that it's not going to pop off like some of those plastic ones you get for free. So that's really great. While I am here at the handle, I want to see if I can show you. There's a lock under it to lock the wheels, which is really great because these are, they're called like Whisper Glide 360. That's 4 sets of 2 wheels, and they spin and roll really nicely, so much so that this bag did want to like roll away from me in the airport. So it was really nice to just be able to slide that lock over to keep it in place if you set it on a slight incline or just next to you and you were afraid of like pushing it too much and having it roll away. So the Away Topside Carry-On rolls really nicely over surfaces like this, cement, all of those things. It rolls so easily that it almost rolls away from you. I did have to turn and pull it on thicker carpeting at the hotel because the padding, it just really weighed it down, especially if you put a day pack on here and weigh it down further, then you probably will have to pull it, but it's really not a problem to switch directions or do anything like that. This is the lowest setting. There is one more height adjustment, which I used when I had a backpack on here. Either one was comfortable for me, but I'm only about 5'5", so your mileage will vary. Also, it does stand nicely on its own, so you can use it as a footrest at the airport. Like I said, only you can see it will be rolling away. You lock it, and then it stays put. So if you are finding this video helpful, go ahead and click like and subscribe so we can keep bringing you content like this to help you travel smarter. Now it's time to go into the main compartment, and so we go in using this TSA approved combination lock. You just slide that, zippers pop open. They're YKK zippers and they work well. The zipper itself works really well. The issue I have, and yep, see it's showing, it's doing it a little bit. The polycarbonate is so thick and durable and sturdy that it sort of collapses the side of the zipper. So especially down here around this bottom corner, I almost always had issues going around. Like, this is actually easy compared to sometimes I was like really fighting with it, but I think it's just because you can see this like fabric is like not, it's just getting squished. So it's not, the zipper isn't catching on anything. It's just that it doesn't really have enough room necessarily to make the corner. So that's just a little issue to be aware of. Now, when you flip open the lid, you will see I have these, there we go. I have these like straps, they call them drawbridge straps. You cannot adjust them any, but they click in with G-hooks to these loops on the lid, and it sort of helps hold the lid open, which is important because this is where the laptop sleeve is. So there's 3 mesh pockets here. You can see one, I have the magic eraser that came with the suitcase. One, I have a little jewelry case that I took, travel jewelry case that I took, which worked really great. And then in the back here, this sleeve actually goes all the way down so you can put your laptop there, and is very nice and padded on the front of the suitcase, so towards the outside. It's not padded at all towards the inside, but you do have this compression panel, and theoretically, you know, your packing cubes, your clothing shouldn't really be banging on your computer. If that bothers you, use another case, I guess, but it worked out well with mine. And also, as long as you have this zipped, I wasn't using these drawbridge straps every time, and so it would sort of slam down, and nothing ever happened to my computer, so that was very good to know. However, definitely like the weight of the lid sort of presses, even if you prop, because I was trying to prop it up against a wall so I could just leave it open like that, and it would like make the whole suitcase slide and then slam down. So definitely use the straps, they help. But Away says you can fit a 16-inch laptop in here. This is a 13-inch, and I tried to squeeze our 16-inch 3D printed MacBook Pro in there, and I couldn't zip it up. So I would go on the lower end of the laptop spectrum if you're going to be counting on this for a laptop, because MacBook Pros aren't super thick, but I couldn't get it to fit nicely. It's definitely something you'll want to try out before a trip if you're going to use that feature. Now, on the other side, we have this compression panel, which you can remove, which is great because sometimes they annoy me, but this one did not annoy me, but you can remove it if it annoys you. It has several pockets on it. We've got a large pocket back here, which we've used pockets like this before to, like, if you had like a button up and you wanted to make sure that it was very neatly folded, you could put it back there. Got a mesh pocket up here, and then this one is like a wipe clean, so it's a little thicker and it's slightly water resistant, so if you had like a damp swimsuit and it fit in there, you could put it in there. I didn't really end up using the pockets for too much of anything. Just that's me, but they're there if you want them. If not, it is a nice amount of compression to fit down here. You open this up, and then I'm gonna move a toiletry bag and a couple of packing cubes out of the way, because down here we have another pocket, zippered pocket, but inside is the laundry bag that comes with the suitcase. I actually used it. These are office shoes, so I wasn't too concerned about showing them right now because they've never been outside. But I used this for my shoes when I went on my trip, And so I use it as a shoe bag instead of a laundry bag. It works well for either because it's got a nice drawstring. I could fit 2 pairs of women's shoes in here, and I have big feet. So it's nice to do that if you need that. If you have a shoe bag and you want to use it as a laundry bag, it's nice that they provide it. Inside this little pocket is also a little smart tracker pocket, so you can hide one in there and then you can use this for anything else. But if you don't need it for anything, it just lies flat and it's not really in the way, and you can just sort of, you know, leave it hanging out there. So I have to say, I've got several packing cubes in here. I've got 2 pairs of shoes. I was able to, for my trip, I packed very easily for a 4-day trip in here, but I mostly just used clothing inside here instead of packing cubes, just because I found it easier to like do things like this. Oh, this is hard to show you because it's a black swimsuit on a black suitcase. But basically where I had my shoes down here because they shoved up very nicely underneath this bottom edge, then you of course still have the space left from the handles. And so I shoved 2 swimsuits under there when I was packing and then some underwear. Now you can't do that everywhere because as you can see here, the braking system takes up more space than usually these handles you can go all the way in and utilize all that space. Well, here's the brake cord and here's the plastic mechanism. So you do lose a little capacity there. However, there is an expansion zipper, so you can get 2 more inches of space if you need to. That will probably definitely throw you out of compliance on your airline, so beware of that. However, again, if you're flying somebody, permissive like Delta and you just sort of walk like you know what you're doing, there's a very decent chance that they're going to let you on without any problem. So if you buy too many t-shirts and you need to shove them in there, it's better to do that than to try to carry on 3 bags, because that they will notice. So basically, if you're looking for a really nice premium piece of luggage that can definitely fit you, I would say up to 5 days, because I had no issues with 4 days, and I was even bringing a couple of dresses for some, after work socials and stuff like that, and extra pairs of shoes I was bringing. So definitely you can very easily, I think, fit 5 days in here. And it is nice to have the laptop area if you didn't want to bring a second day pack. I like bringing a second day pack, but if you weren't going to work on while you're in transit, you could just pack it away in the suitcase and it'd be fine. So that's really nice. So it's a premium price point, but at the very least, it is also premium materials, which I appreciate, because sometimes I feel like we get that premium price point and then you're still getting not anything extra for your extra dollars. So I really think this is definitely going to stand up to a lot of travel, since it doesn't even look like I took it anywhere, and I took it all around the place. So it's great for that. If you don't maybe need all of this and you don't want to pay the premium, you don't need the brakes, but I did like the brakes. It does cost a bit. So you have to balance what you need with what you want to pay and make your decision from there. So there you have it, the Away Topside Carry-On. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.